Hello everyone, my name's Cliff and welcome back to my channel. This is Cliff's Dark Gems. And if you're new here, welcome for the first time. And tonight, it is time for a book haul. Yeah, stay tuned. Okay everyone, so for this video I've got your book haul, and I just watched a video very recently and it got me thinking. You are all my horror friends. You watch me for horror, right? Well, yeah, maybe other stuff as well. And I watched a video, and I'm not going to talk about the channel because I enjoy the channel. I love the guy who runs the channel, but it got me thinking that maybe he missed out on a few points, and maybe I might give him a response video, like with respect, because the things that he said were very, very true. All I'm going to say right now is that we are horror. We love horror, right? We love horror. We love thinking about horror, and it is something, yeah, it makes us think about life in a different way. It's escapism, yeah, but it also helps us cope with certain things and deal with things. That's kind of it's a niche genre, but that's what we do. We do horror, and we do maybe some other stuff. We get outside our comfort zone. But yeah, I'm not going to go more into that. I actually have to think about how I need to reply to his video, because I think he might have missed just a trick or two, although it was a very good video. I'm not going to link it. I'm going to think about it a bit more. Okay, let's talk about the chat. Now, I ordered loads of second-hand books online through Take-A-Lot. I don't know if you got that over there. But yeah, fairly cheap. And there's so many books, people, that I want to read in my lifetime that I ordered. I mean, seriously, some wonderful books. But not all of them have arrived yet. So 3 of them have arrived, and I'm going to save that for the last 3 books I talk about. The rest, I went shopping today at my second-hand bookstore, and I didn't find just horror. I found a little bit of everything, and so that's what this book haul is. But I found some very interesting stuff. So we're going to go right to it. Yeah? Horror lovers. Okay, we're going to start off with Dandelion Wine by Ray Bradbury. And you're going to say, I've already got this book. Yeah. And this was in excellent condition until I started taking the sticker off the guy's face. I hate when they do that. I didn't listen to one of my subscribers who said you're going to rub oil, cooking oil there. But yeah, it is what it is. Dandelion Wine is a beautiful coming-of-age story. And it's about this boy in summer, and he has all these different adventures. It's little vignettes, and it's just beautiful prose, beautiful adventure. Yeah, so let's talk about that. And then we've got science fiction, and believe me, there's more horror here than anything else. So don't worry, I'm getting there. But I found Far Horizons, because I do want to start reading more science fiction. And this has got Ursula Le Guin. I've read The Left Hand of Darkness at school. Orson Scott Card. Just talking about the ones that I'm familiar with. Dan Simmons. I need to read more Dan Simmons. I've only read his horror novels. It's got Anne McCaffrey, Greg Beer. Yeah, and edited by Robert Silverberg. So it looks interesting. And then we got my first horror. Now, I got a lot of pulpy horror from the 80s. Because Garboist is coming around, and I always like to have that on hand. And yeah, I love to collect 70s, 80s, kind of pulpy, vintage paperbacks from hell. I don't think this is the paperbacks from hell. Oh, you need to wait for my next haul. It's a big one. Lots of paperbacks from hell. Okay, so we got Spectre by David Robbins. If it wasn't alive, how could it be killed? A mound of freshly piled earth. trembled fiercely. The sound of desperately clawing grew louder and louder until finally a hand burst forth, pushing itself into the world like a child from a hellish womb. I love that image. Child trying to get out of the womb. Pushing. The hand clawing the earth, trying to get out of the earth. Lucky. Okay, then got another one that's in terrible condition and looks, I don't know the author. I picked it up because of the cover. Maybe I shouldn't have because the cover is messed up. And that's The Force by J. Edward something. See, it's broken there. But it was, and I messed up taking the thing off there at the front. But that was 20 rand. That's less than $1. That's like 50 cents, 75 cents. But I'm okay with that. Right? Oh, and it's about the cavern. A malevolent glow snaked from the depths of a desert sanctuary, contaminated all it touched. It was pure mind force, so powerful that it could destroy the human brain, but it was only the harbinger of the horror to come. The dream that destroys the dreamer. Okay, I have no idea how good this book is, but yeah. Okay, next up we got a kind of famous, I don't know, infamous sort of cult, pulpy horror series from the 70s or 80s. This is apparently part 5, and I picked it up because I'd love to find the rest of the series. Crab's Moon by Guy and Smith. And I believe the first is Nightmare of the Crabs or something like that. And it's about these giant crabs that come to attack this town on the, kind of come on this beach. And they're big. Death was emerging from the sullen sea. As night settled on the peaceful coastal town, the only sounds to be heard were the gentle lapping of the waves on the shingle shore, and the rustle of grasses in the sandy dunes as a warm breeze blew on shore. Occasionally came the echo of distant laughter and music from the unsuspecting holiday camps. Then they lurched out the water, moon-driven, coldly mad in their need to destroy, to kill, to eat. In their hundreds, huge and evil, they crawled, waving their claws of death, feeling their way towards their prey. There are new night sounds now, the scraping of giant bodies against the rocks, the clicking of monster claws, screams of agony suddenly stilled, the crunch of bones, the sickening sucking and munching as the grisly feast begins. The crabs have invaded once more. Yeah, and I just love his cover. Yeah, I think he's about to become a... Yeah. Give me the answer down below. Love his expression. Oh yeah, then we got, and this is something different. I want to read more of this because I love Michael K. Vaughan. And Michael K. Vaughan reads a lot of kind of men's adventure, and he reads a lot of Edgar Rice Burroughs. And I found this little book here. Just a little book. And I have read one book by, with Tarzan and Ant-Man, which I loved. I gave it 4 stars. So what you got here is Land of Terror. Look at that little cover. Tiny, it's cute. Land of Terror, danger and mystery at the Earth's core. That just looks like fun. David Innes discover the inner world of Pelican. Okay, I'm not going to get an idea just from looking at that. Prehistoric monsters, adventure, men's adventure, just fun. Yeah. And then we've got this, most definitely horror. And I've had my eye on this for a little while. And that is Hater by David Moody. I believe this is about a virus. Remain calm, do not panic, take shelter, wait for further instructions, the situation is under control. Hell no. No. Okay, society is rocked by a sudden increase in the number of violent assaults on individuals. The attackers, dubbed haters by the media, strike without warning. Normally rational, self-controlled people are changing within seconds into maddened serial killers. Who says horror is not deep? It has depth, right? There's a lot of social commentary going on there. There are no apparent links as 100 random attacks become 1,000 and then thousands right across the country. Everyone, irrespective of gender, age, race, religion or sexuality, has the potential to become a victim or a hater. Yeah. So this looks interesting. Yeah. Okay. Then, something a little bit different. I mentioned I love the South African author, Wilbur Smith. I've got a huge collection. This is kind of men's adventure. And sort of back in the day, when, it's not my opinion, but like, you know, men were men and women were gorgeous and sexy. Yeah, this is called Those in Peril. And the reason I bought it is because I've never read this one before. It's a standalone. Most of his books are in like big series. You know, like the big families in Africa, hunting and safaris and, you know, kind of generations, all African adventures. This is different. I think this is about someone that gets kidnapped, Ethiopia, Somalia, war-torn area, anyone? Yeah, so this is slightly different. And I'll read it. Yeah. So what's going on in the world seems relevant. Yeah, because war is hell. Right, then, James Herbert, The Jonah. I haven't got this one yet, I hope. I kind of thought I might have double ordered. Apparently it's not his best, but I don't care. I want to collect everything this man has written. And it says, the shadow of the past was always with him, but he never knew what it was, or when it would strike next. Sent to a small coastal town to investigate drug smuggling, Kelso stumbles on a dangerous organization, and suddenly more than just his life is at stake. It's his past, his future, his sanity. Through torture and drugs, he discovers the terrifying secret of the Jonah. Whew. And learns in the most horrifying way that it can destroy him as well as others. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure about how much I'm going to feel about this, but as I said, James Herbert. And people, I really hope you stay with me till the end, because it's worth it. There's 3 of the books that I ordered out of about 20. Others are on their way for another big book haul in about 2 weeks from now. Sorry, it's a delay in them getting to our address. But yeah, 3 books that I got at the end, it's worth it. Okay, something different. How many of you seen Rambo? I have. First Blood. The book's a lot better. David Morrell. And yeah, I have actually read this book. Yeah, this is very, very deep about this man going into this town, and the police give him hell, and they try to chase him out, and he comes back. It's an interesting psychological exploration of, you know, an ex-Vietnam vet, you know, a trained killer, and he just wants to be normal. Well, not normal, he just wants to be treated like a human being. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed the first one, and this book is actually excellent. Yeah, even if you like horror. And then, and my wife says this is a brilliant movie. Yeah, we got Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. There are 2 sides to every story. Apparently this is a brilliant movie. I haven't read the book, I haven't seen the movie. I'm going to read this first. Who are you? What have you done to each other? These are the questions Nick Dunn finds himself asking on the morning of his 5th wedding anniversary, when his wife Amy suddenly disappears. The police suspect Nick. Amy's friends reveal that she was afraid of him, that she kept secrets from him. He swears it isn't true. A police examination of his computer shows strange searches. He says they weren't made by him. And then there are the persistent calls on his mobile phone. So what did happen to Nick's beautiful wife? Yeah, this is more a thriller than a horror. But I'm kind of intrigued because my wife loved the movie. And we got a similar taste. So this might be really good. Let me know if you've read it. Okay, we're getting there. Now we've got another one. And this apparently was a terrible movie. And it did not do the book any justice at all. Another pulpy horror. The Beast Within. The Beast Within by Edward Levi. Levi? The Haunting Smell of Fear. And yeah, all I know is that this is kind of a werewolf book. Deep in the mountain forest, a child is born, seed of evil about to bear fruit. Now apparently the book is a lot better than the movie, but the book did not get the recognition because the movie was so trash. That's what I hear. That's when I looked it up just to see. So yeah, might give it a go. The Beast Within. Okay, our final non-horror book. And I'm putting this up here because I love Ken Follett. And in my earlier years, as a teen, as a young adult, I read Pillars of the Earth. And as part of a trilogy. And I got the second one, but I don't have the third one. And the price is still there. Winter of the World by Ken Follett. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about this. I might actually start reading some more historical fiction. Because I'm really enjoying Robert McCammon with Matthew Corbett, the series. You should know that if you've been watching my channel. And Robert McCammon normally writes horror. And getting more for my next haul, Robert McCammon. But yeah, Winter of the World. With hatred rising in Hitler's Germany, 5 families struggle to survive. So yeah, it's very good with writing characters and with writing, families and people and characters, settings, and it's epic scale. So it's excellent world building. Yeah, you can see with this video I'm kind of making stuff up. But Winter of the World, yeah. Okay, right, now we're coming to the top 3, or the final 3. The books that I did order and got here on time. Best book of the year. The best horror of the year. Volume 10. Right? Gotta love that cover. And yeah, it's got authors such as Myra Grant, might be coming in my next haul. And we've got John Langan, Fishman, Mark Morris. Hey, yes, I'm kind of excited about this. I'm starting to really enjoy good anthologies. Short stories are quite powerful. They say quite a lot in a short space of time. So yeah, a group of mountain climbers caught in the dark fights to survive their descent. A young student's exploration into the origins of a mysterious song leads them on a winding, dangerous path through the US's deep south. Yeah, I love the variety of a really good anthology. Yeah, and it's also when you're in a slump. You know what I love about anthologies? Like you're in a bit of a slump, and you just pick it up and read a short story. Might just spark your interest in reading again. That's what happens to me. Right, dang. Second to last one. I love my zombies, people. Hello, Lala. Hello, my girl. Encounters with the Living Dead zombies. Right. Now this is a phenomenal anthology. I was actually going to order another one as well, which is called the Mammoth Book of Zombies. But yeah, this has got a story that's in there as well. That's my favorite zombie story. One of my favorite stories of all time by Joe R. Lansdale. And that is On the Far Side of the Cadillac Desert with Dead Folk. I'll try and put it up there. This is a twisted, sick tale. And yeah, well, Joe R. Lansdale's an interesting writer when he writes horror. And the other authors here, Max Brooks, World War Z, Stephen King, The Return of Timmy Bateman. Where have I heard that name before? I know it's in one of his collections, I'm not sure what. And then Theodore Sturgeon, Poppy Z. Bright, Calcutta, Lord of Nerves. Oh, we got an extreme right here. Carlton Melick III, I think extreme. Lemon, Knives and Cockroaches. You know, the thing is people think, when they think about zombies, only as a genre, like it's like walking, shuffling corpses. But there's a lot of fiction that explores different sides to kind of zombie culture, whatever. And yeah, I've read a lot of magnificent zombie books that explores different things. Yeah, I mean, A Mammoth Book of Zombies has stories in there about government control and all sorts of deep things. Now, going back to the beginning of my video, forget it. Okay, the third one, and this is the one I'm most excited for, people. I'm so excited to get this. You know how much I love Nosferatu. And you know Charlie Manx. Can you guess? Tell me down in the spaces what I'm going to show you right now. Charlie Manx's backstory. Wraith by Joe Hill. Now, I didn't know I was going to get this. My wife added it to the kind of list. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Look at some of the illustrations. I'm going to show you some illustrations here. It's just superb. And yeah, it gives you a bit of, like, you know, where it came from, what happened with him, maybe his first victims, I don't know. And I don't have many graphic novels, so when I get my hand on a good one, I'm going to enjoy it. So this is going to be on my July TBR, people. Wraith. Yes, Nosferatu. Wraith. Okay everyone, that's my haul video for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed that. Tell me what you think down in the spaces below. I'd love to have a conversation with you. And you know, for first time watchers, if you enjoy my content, give me a thumbs up, a like and subscribe for further content. And yeah, I hope you're all taking well out there. I'm thinking of you. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. But take care of yourselves. Keep those pages turning, and cheers.